This PC right here is the official Valorant Champions Tour and League of Legends Esports Prebuilt system. So I definitely have some high expectations when it comes to gaming performance in esports games with this Prebuilt PC. But how good is it actually? And can it run high demanding games as well? That's what we're going to find out today. We will be testing this system in different types of games, seeing what it has to offer, the pricing, pros and cons, the software, and much more to see if you should actually get this system if you're looking to buy a new pre-built gaming PC. Now, you will find the link to this exact same system down below in the video description with the latest prices and availability in your region. My name is Valentino. That being said, let's start. Now, before we go ahead and test this system, I want to quickly talk about the most important specifications that you get inside of this system, because you get the fastest CPU in the entire market in the Ryzen 7 9800X3D, which is going to be much needed for competitive shooters since those games are very high CPU demanding, and if you want to become a pro, you must have the best of the best when it comes to processors. And then for the graphics card, which is the other PC component that's very important when it comes to gaming performance, you get the NVIDIA RTX 5070 Ti, which on paper can run games at any resolution. It doesn't matter if it's a high demanding one or an esports game, you will be able to play at 4K, 1440p, and of course 1080p, very high frame rates in just any of those three monitor resolutions. But again, that's on paper and we'll test that out in just a second. Then you get 32 gigs of DDR5 memory, which once again will be much needed when it comes to esports games, and it's also going to be great when it comes to streaming and content creation or just any kind of productivity work. And you get a 240mm liquid cooler, which is going to be very nice to cool down this Ryzen 7 9800X3D processor. And by the way, when it comes to PC design, this one is all black with no RGB. In my opinion, it looks very classy, but of course it comes down to personal preference, but it's definitely not flashy. Also, one thing that I noticed is that you get plenty of connectivity. I mean, you get one USB-C on top and two USB Type-A, and then on the rear of the PC, you get 6 USB Type-A, and then you also get 2 extra USB-Cs. So again, plenty of connectivity, but now let's go to the important part and test this system out while gaming, because if you're getting a PC that pro players from Valorant and League of Legends use, we must test those types of games out.
Alright, so as of right now, I'm trying Deathmatch. Now, I'm really bad in this game. Like, I never play this game. I used to play CS2, but not really Valorant. And as you can see in the top left corner, you can see the FPS, and it's maybe 800 to 900, which is crazy. Now, I am testing it with the Omen 35 monitor, which is also the official monitor of the League of Legends Esports and the Valorant Champions Tour, which is insane. It's a 360Hz monitor. Everything is so smooth. Now, you probably cannot see through the camera because I'm recording at 4K 30 FPS, but it's so smooth. Like, you cannot even imagine. That's how pros play, to be honest. They play with this monitor and this PC, which makes sense. So they don't have any FPS drops or anything like that. So yeah, 800 to 900 FPS on average, which is crazy. Now, I don't know what this gun is, but I don't like this gun, honestly. Let me see if I can change it. Vandal, that's a good one, right? Let's see. They are killing me all the time. As you can see, I'm not the best at this game. I'm actually pretty bad. But yeah, so smooth. And again, 800, oh my god, I got a headshot. 800 to 900 FPS on average in Deathmatch, which is crazy. I mean, you can easily fit a 540Hz monitor if you want to, but 360Hz is pretty smooth. So I'm really happy about the performance, which is what you expect out of the official pros PC, right?
And then I also tested another very popular esports game in Fortnite with the new Simpsons update, and I was achieving well over 500 FPS on average, so you can safely say that this system is actually a beast when it comes to esports games and high FPS shooters overall. The craziest part is though that you can actually get even faster performance through the software, which I will get to in just a moment. Then I decided to test more high demanding titles, and the first one I tested was Cyberpunk 2077 on high to ultra settings at the highest resolution in 4K, and I was getting a very smooth gaming performance. And again, keep in mind this is the highest resolution, so any other resolution, whether it's 1440p or 1080p, is going to be very easy to run for this computer. Now, if you want to see the exact FPS on average in different types of games, pause the screen right now for high demanding titles on high to ultra settings at 4K. Now, pause it right now if you have a 1440p monitor instead. And pause the screen right now if you want to see esports shooters competitive settings at 1080p. Now let's talk about the Omen software, which I had talked about in the past quite a bit with the other HP computers that I tested, and honestly this software is very easy to use. You have the system vitals to see the full PC specifications, CPU and GPU temps, as well as the percentage of utilization. Then you can also get faster performance by switching the power mode from balanced to performance or even extreme. Now keep in mind that the tests that I made while gaming were made with the auto switch on, as this was set by default. Now you can also get faster performance by turning on PBO, which will automatically overclock the CPU, and you can also overclock the GPU if you want to. So you can customize anything inside of the system when it comes to performance, and you can also change the fan speed in case you want the PC to be quieter or louder. Now, while recording this video, I have it on the quiet mode because I don't want any background noise. But if you want this PC to be very loud, you can do so. And then last but not least, you can turn on the network booster for better internet connection. Now, if you also get an Omen monitor like the one I have for this test, you can also customize everything from the same software. Now let's talk about another very important aspect, which is pricing. Now, as of right now, this PC goes for around 2,250 bucks by the time of filming, but I must say that this system might be cheaper when we get the holiday season discounts. So maybe when you're watching this video, this system will be much cheaper, so I do recommend you once again checking the latest prices and availability from the links down below in the video description. It's definitely not cheap, but as you've seen, you get an amazing level of gaming performance. Now let's talk about pros and cons before I give you my final thoughts on whether you should buy this system or not if you are looking for a new Prebuilt PC. Now for the pros, of course, gaming performance is going to be number one. This system right here can run any game. It doesn't matter the monitor resolution, it doesn't matter the type of game, but of course, if you want to play esports shooters, this one will be very top tier, very premium. And another premium thing about this system, in my opinion, is the design, but again, this comes down to personal preference. I just like a classy system. In my opinion, it looks very, very nice. And then another pro is the software. It's very easy to use. You have everything that you need. You can overclock the system and you can change anything you want. And of course, if you want to get an Omen monitor after or just any other accessories HP related, you will be able to fit everything in the same software and change everything from there, which is very, very nice. Now, the only con that I found is that it can be quite pricey depending on your budget. So if you're not looking to spend over $2,000, there are other previous systems in the market that might be more interesting for you for the price that you are paying. But if you just want a premium system and you are willing to go over 2K, I do think that this system is very, very interesting. Now, if you have a different budget, I will talk about those systems in just a second. So those are my final thoughts. Amazing system, but it can be a bit pricey. If you want the best gaming performance for esports, or you want to play games at 1440p or 4K high to ultra settings, even in high demanding games, and you want a reliable system with great gaming performance, this one will be the one for you. Now, if you have less than $2,000 to spend, I made an entire video talking about the best pre-built gaming PCs for every budget and every resolution, where I also talk about systems that are more expensive. So maybe you actually have more than $2,000 to spend and you want even faster performance. Well, in that case, you can also find those systems in the top right corner of the screen from that Prebuilt PCs of the month video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.